All right, welcome back to 40-Day Refresh. Today we're going to talk about how to get more order in your life. Now, if you don't have the online course and the email series that go with this program, you can get access to those at danielfoley.net/40-day refresh, the number 40-day refresh. Now, let's talk about how to get more order in your life. Let's talk about a couple key mindsets first when it comes to order, which is number one, order only lasts a day. Order is very short term. It needs to be renewed every single day. So think about this. You clean your house the very next day, it wants to get back out of order the very next day. So things like creating order in your house, whether it's cleaning your house, cleaning your car, keeping your business organized, keeping your priorities in order is another part we're going to go over. Those all need to be renewed every single day. They have to be put back in order every single day. Now, the other mindset that goes with order is that realizing that family and order are a balancing pair. They make each other better if done correctly. So the better job you do in your family life, the more it leads to more balance and more order in your life as well. So family and order are a balancing pair in your life, and they work together to make each other better, hopefully, if we do it correctly. Now, the other part to keep in mind when it comes to order is that sequencing matters, okay? When we talk about order, we're talking about sequencing as well. The sequence or order that you do things in makes a difference. Let's say you feel like in your life you're doing a lot of good things, but you're not quite getting the results that you're after in life. Change the order. If you're doing all good things, but the results are not becoming what you want them to be, change the order. Change the sequencing of things, actually, and you'll find that you get a different result. Now, for example, in this program, 40-Day Refresh, the first couple of times I actually did this program with some people, I took some people through it personally. I didn't get the result that was after. I had the same exact material now, and we've gone through it, and we worked it from the inside out. So we changed the order from the inside out more, and all of a sudden the results got a lot better as people went through this program. So just changing the order, same exact content, changing the order made a big difference. Now, keep in mind too, when we talk about order, there are progressive steps. There are certain things that you need to do. For example, if you're learning to read, you need to learn your letters before you can learn to read words. If you're learning to do math, you need to know what all the numbers are before you can start to do addition and subtraction and multiplication. There's progressive steps of ways that you need to learn things. A lot of times God will try to teach you things and you're trying to get out here, but you need to learn these steps before you get to this thing out here that He wants to teach you. So a lot of times we need to realize that things happen in steps, in progressive steps, and the sequencing is very important of those steps because we can't jump steps in things as we go. Now let's talk about how do we get things in order. Let's talk about number one, priorities. Okay, if we want to have more order in our life, the first thing that we have to do is get our priorities in line. Now, here's the priority list: God, yourself, then your spouse, then your kids, then your business associates and work and those types of things, and then out from there. We always work from the inside out. God, then you, then your spouse, then your kids. If you get those out of order, if you get your priorities anywhere jumbled up in there, it's going to mess things up in your life. We have to get those priorities in that correct order. And otherwise, it's going to lead to issues in your life if we don't have that proper order set up in your life. Now, the other part of order is creating more structure. Remember, we talked about rhythm. You go back to the mindset section. We talked about rhythm. Daily, weekly, monthly, and then the yearly cycle. And things that should be done yearly. So you can think about in your money, there's things that need to be done every day. Maybe you're tracking and forecasting your finances daily, and then maybe once a week you reconcile and make sure everything is where it needs to be. Once a month you do your accounting for the month, your profit and loss, and move money around as needed, whether to investments or savings or whatever it may be. And then yearly, maybe you do some planning to make sure you're staying on track annually. In your marriage, do you have a daily connection routine? Do you have a weekly date night? Do you do something once a month that's fun? Do you on a yearly cycle maybe take a trip with your spouse? These types of things. Do you have structures in your life in every area, in family, in health, in time, in your purpose, in your community? Do you have structures in place daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly? You can think about this in each area of your life. What are the things that need to be done in that sequence, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly? And you get that installed into your life, and you're going to find that you create much more order and structure in your life, which is going to lead to a more abundant life.